Hello everybody out there, this is Mike, back here to make another little short video for you. Um, I Before I do some of these, I'm gonna make a point of showing you some of my Bibles that I have they're nothing real expensive, like anything from, 1795 or anything like that, but they're just books that I love, and um, I think I'm gonna show you today. I'm gonna show you um, this Bible here. It's a King James, a newer Bible that's put out by Thomas Nelson, and it's let's see, what do they call it here? I don't remember what they're calling. Oh, Sovereign Collection. Yeah, it's Sovereign. It has two gold. I mean, a gold and purple ribbon there, and it's just a beautiful book. Not real big, mid size. Just really nice. Feels just like wonderful leather, but it's not. It's fake leather, but it's really cool. Just want to show you that nice Bible. Has, references in it and everything. And it's just, can't really see it too good on there. But anyhow, to the real important part now is the devotion here that I have, a little devotion. The verse says, excuse me, it may be that the Lord will work for us. For there is no restraint to the Lord to save by many or by few. 1 Samuel 14:6b. Jonathan and the armor bearer, Jonathan got the idea saying, we can do this. God may just work for us if we strike out and get this battle going and get the enemy defeated. And he stepped out. The armor bearer said, okay, I'm with you. And they went out, and God brought a great victory that day. And, you know, it was quite courageous of him because, the army he faced was much larger, but he believed God could do anything in and through him if he wanted to. And that's what I would like to ask people out there today. Do you believe that God can do something mighty through you, really mighty and great through you, one or two or three people, something like that, a small group, can do a lot. Excuse me just a second. Okay, excuse me for that. But God can do great things. And I thought this was just so fantastic, this passage in 1 Samuel. I really love 1st and 2nd Samuel, by the way. They're two of my favorites in the Old Testament. And really love reading about David and Jonathan and those people in there, those great men of God back there. And David, I wanted to, excuse me, I'm sorry. I wanted to mention something else about this, though. There's something sad about this, too, because David and Jonathan were great. And a lot of people would probably say, if they had charge of it, they'd say, well, I think that God should have, let Jonathan survive and rule with David. They'd have been a great tandem, great pair. But Jonathan died on the battlefield. The reason he died, from a human at least perspective, is that Saul just didn't want to obey God. He just did not want to obey God, and he ended up getting them both killed. Now, I know God could have saved Jonathan, providentially could have saved him, but he didn't, for whatever be the reasons. He took him home. But I just think it's sad that Saul, with all of his sin that he did and his stubbornness and his idolatry, he just was so bad, such a jealous king. And it's too bad that Jonathan had to suffer and, be taken out, I think. Uh, but as I read this passage here, he sure left his mark on Scripture, because this is an amazing passage where he just trusted God, and him and that armor bearer, and I would love to have that kind of faith today that I hope that I would have if it comes down to it and I need it. I hope I have that kind of faith that God can perform something really great through me if he wants to do it. It's his prerogative. He could have picked anybody back then to do that with, I'm supposing. Anybody that had faith to do it, but he picked Jonathan and worked through him in a mighty way. So another verse says, wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. And what a truth that is. That's why we need to watch the sin thing, folks. We need to be careful about it because, it does destroy a lot of good, and a thoughtless deed or act that's just not right in front of God can really hurt a lot of people and really change the course of things in your life and other people's lives. So I'd like to implore people tonight, please walk worthy of your calling. Walk with the Lord, step by step with him as much as you can, and give yourself over to him, and he would use you in a mighty way today. Thank you very much.